Good day, viewers. This is Mathematics with Dr. Hoji. In this video, we shall look at the topic titled differentiation. And specifically, we shall look at differentiation from the first principle. Differentiation from the first principle. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe to my video channel by clicking the subscribe button below the video and the notification bell so that each time I upload new video, you'll be duly notified. Thank you. Now, the example. Differentiate from the first principle. Y is equals to 4x squared. Differentiate from the first principle. Y is equals to 4x squared. How do we differentiate from the first principle? That's what we are going to talk about there. To differentiate from the first principle is to go to the basis of differentiation and do that differentiation from the basis. Okay? So whenever we see a variable, whether dependent or independent, we'll be expected to add an increment to that variable before we will be able to carry out our differentiation properly. Okay, now, solution. Y is equals to 4x squared. Okay, what do we need to do here? We are going to increase the variable y by adding a delta y and increase the variable x by adding a delta x. Okay, that is y plus delta y is equal to 4 into x plus delta x all squared. Okay? You observe here that wherever we see y, we added delta y. Wherever we see x, we added delta x. Okay, so now we can call this equation 2, while the original equation can be called equation 1. So now, what do we need to do here? We may decide to subtract equation 1 from 2. So say subtract equation 1 from 2. So how do we do that? Okay, we have y plus delta y, then minus y. This is subtract the left from the left and the right from the right. Is equals to 4 into x plus delta x all squared minus 4x squared. Okay, now having done that, we now expand the variable in the bracket. So how do we do that? Okay, so if you subtract this y minus y, this will cancel out. So we left what? Delta y is equals to, don't forget delta y means change in y, which gives us an element of increment. So 4 into x plus delta x all squared minus 4x squared. So the next thing is now to expand the variable in the bracket. So we have, which is equal to what? 4 into x plus delta x multiplied by x plus delta x, then minus 4x squared. So we are going to have what? This delta y is equal to, or the changing y is equal to what? X times x, x squared, x times delta h plus x delta x, then plus delta x times x plus x delta x, then plus delta x times plus delta x plus delta x all squared, then minus 4x squared. Okay, so what do we need to do now? Let's evaluate the one in bracket before we open up the bracket. So we have x squared plus x delta x plus x delta x. That is what? Plus 2x delta x, because we are having 2x delta x there. Okay, plus delta x all squared, minus 4x squared. So opening up the bracket, you have what? 4x squared, that is 4 times x squared, plus 4 times 2x delta x, 8x delta x, then plus 4 times plus 4 delta x, correct, delta square x squared, which is equal as delta x squared, then minus 4x squared. Okay, so with this, we can reduce that expression. Afterwards, carrying out the simple algebraic operation. So we're going to have what? Delta y is equal to 4x squared minus 4x squared. It's cancelled out. We left it what? 8x delta x plus 4 delta, delta square x squared. Okay, now with this, the next thing for us now is to introduce the idea of dividing through by delta x. Okay, so now have what? Divide through by delta x. Okay, that becomes what? Delta y all over delta x is equal to what? 8x delta x all over delta x plus 4 delta square x squared all over delta x. Okay, so this we cancel this out. This one we reduce this one to 1. Okay, so we have delta y all over delta x is equals to 8x plus 4 delta x. I hope you understand, because we have 2 delta x, here. That's why we have delta square x squared. So now, by the time you divide that by delta x, it remains only 1. So with that, the next thing is for us to what? Is now to limit as delta x tends to 0. Now say, carry out the limit. Limit as delta x tends to 0. So by the time we carry out that limit, delta x and delta y will change their form. Instead of delta y, we have dy. Instead of delta x, we now have dx. So limit as delta x tends to 0, we have what? Dy dx will now become what? 8x, because in this case we don't have anything like delta x. What? Because that statement means whenever you see delta x, tend to 0. So since this is just 8x, you write 8x plus 4, then delta x is already tending to 0, so you put 0 there. So that gives you what? Delta y all over delta x is equals to 8x, and plus 4 times 0, that's 0. So we have delta y delta x is equal to 8x. So that is the solution to the given problem. So please don't forget to subscribe to my video channel by clicking the subscribe button. Thanks and God bless you.